Hey fire signs, welcome to the crystal reading and channeling video for June for fire signs. So for Aries, Leo, and Saggies, those of you who are already used to these videos, go ahead and skip, jump wherever you need to skip to. If you're new and you kind of want to understand how these readings work, I use two decks. I use the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck. When I'm referring to the old deck, this is what I'm referring to. And I have a second deck that I started using a couple months ago called Crystals the Stone deck. Both are linked below for your convenience if you want them for yourselves. Excuse me. So I basically pull cards to see what crystals are recommended for you for the month, and then I pull tarot cards to see why you need those crystals. Now, I do this because I got a lot of questions about crystals, and there are people who are wanting to learn about them for the first time, or like getting into them, you know, just starting to get into them. I have a sensitive throat chakra for my newbies, so you'll get used to it, I promise. And some people are just really into them. And so some people were getting really excited by the idea of like, well, what should I wear? I don't know. And I'm feeling like there's been an energy shift. And so what should I wear for the energy shift? So this is kind of to help with that for those who care about the crystal portion. And I will always read the descriptions of the crystals because I got new people. And it also helps you to decide if it's really meant for you or not. Now, then I do the tarot reading because, you know, everyone here likes a little good tarot reading, right? So that's why I do the tarot reading, again, also for you guys to recognize if it's really resonating with you or not. These are very general, so obviously they're not going to be for everybody. Now, when it comes to crystals, I have to say this every time because I get this question every time I do these videos. You don't have to run out and buy all these crystals. They're just recommendations, right? They're just recommendations. If you don't like any of them, you don't like any of them. If you want all of them, you want all of them. That's your prerogative. I'm not sponsoring anybody here. I don't sponsor any crystal companies or anybody like that. So just as a tip, if you're resonating with the crystals, but you don't want to run out and buy all of them, just pick one or two that are really calling out to you from the recommended cards that come out, recommended crystals that come out. Now, if you're not resonating with any of them, but you feel like you want some crystals because you're resonating with the messages or the tarot reading, then just research what crystals do the same thing and which ones are calling out to you, okay? That may not have come out. We all have a unique frequency, as do crystals, and that's why different crystals will help, you know, one person versus it won't really help another person, right? Because we're all on a different frequency. Okay, that was my spiel. I've been doing a lot of talking today, so my throat's a little tight. I took a break to kind of open it up, but let's get started. Aries, Leo, or Sag, who's going first for the month of June? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yep, you guys are going first. Okay, Saggies, how are you doing? You doing okay? We did just have your full moon not that long ago in the eclipse, which was an eclipse. My words all over the place, so hang in there with me. With eclipse energies, the post shadow, it's about 6 months, so it's with us for a long time. Also, the south node is in the sign of Sag, all tropic, of course, for those who are wondering, and I already need some water. Okay, Saggies. I keep seeing wings, actually. That's very super clear. I keep seeing wings. Kind of reminds me of the Temperance card, actually. Some of you guys might be just getting to the understanding that you actually have wings, or your wings might be opening for the first time. That's definitely for some of you. Some of you are ascending. There's this energy of expansion. I like it. I like it, Sag. There's this energy of expansion with you. I feel a lot of angelic protection as well. A lot of divine protection with you, which kind of tells me that you might be going through something, okay? If you have that kind of protection around you. What crystals are good for my Saggies? Oh my gosh, okay. So we got Labradorite. Labradorite just came out, which actually is very indicative of connecting to higher consciousness, okay? For those who are expanding or awakening. Excuse me, it also helps with the throat chakra. What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Yeah, I just feel like very like etheric energy with you. It feels good. I like it. What crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? That's too many. Needing to rise is what I'm hearing. Needing to rise above. You might be needing to rise above the people around you or your environment or currently where you're at, especially if you're ascending or awakening. Ooh, rhodozite. Okay. Some of you are realizing that you actually connect to Gaia. Some of you guys are realizing that you actually are planetary guardians. Some of you are realizing that you actually know how to work with the grid. Some of you are getting really in touch with nature here with the rhodozite, or really needing to. Yeah, there's almost a need to kind of like anchor your energy. I'm actually hearing anchor. Anchor, anchor, anchor. Yeah, if you're surging energy like a battery, whether it's your first time or you've experienced that before, really anchor your energy into the earth. They're really emphasizing that. Anchor your energy into the earth. Go out barefoot. Try it, practice with it, especially if you're new. That's how you learn. That's how you learn, is practice. Okay? Go with your intuition on that. What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Ooh. Ooh, I got the chills with those two that just came out. Oh my God, Sag, you guys got a lot of crystals here. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a very spiritual one for my Saggies. Yeah, this is a fun combo. Black Tourmaline and Selenite. Very common combination. I actually have quite a few pieces that have these two crystals paired together. They're a really great combination because Black Tourmaline's really good at protecting. It's also really good at clearing out any negative energies or energies that are distorted. I'm trying to use the word distorted more than negative because I feel like that's actually more accurate. It's a spectrum of positive, negative. That's very like duality consciousness, but distorted, I think, is a lot more clear as to what we perceive as negative. Anyway, moving on. Not this conversation. Not a conversation for this video. Selenite. Selenite's really good for connecting to higher consciousness. Like I said, you already have Labradorite, which would help you with that. So this, to me, if you're getting this combination, there's some serious energetic expansion, spiritual expansion, ascension going on with you, Sag. Some of you, I really do feel like you're surging energy. Like you're getting blasted. So please make sure you anchor yourself. This will definitely help with that, okay? Some of you guys are gonna have to move. Sorry. I am getting that. Some of you guys are gonna have to move. Your environment is way too toxic, or you're getting blasted with too much energy, and you're becoming more sensitive to energy, and you're gonna be sick. Like you're not gonna be okay. All right, and you're gonna feel that, and then obviously that's not for everybody, so don't freak out. But for those in that boat, you're gonna recognize that real quick, and you're gonna want to move anyway. All right. Auralite, I love this one. I have that one right here. Auralite's one of my favorites. Again, really great if you're going through an ascension or awakening. Also really great for expanding your energy and protecting as well. Think of it like an amplifier. Think of it like that. And I think it's actually going to help you stay protected, to be honest, and help you stay anchored and connected. There's a need for both. And like there's grounding, but anchoring's a little different. Like anchoring is like forever connecting yourself somewhere to the grid, and that's just going to help you with your energy. All right, moving forward. Don't anchor yourself in a place where you're not comfortable. I really want to say that. And obviously that anchoring message is not for everybody. I also have to emphasize that because I can feel you guys being like, anchor, how do I anchor, how do I anchor? Not for everybody. Okay, it's definitely not for everybody. Ground, at least do grounding. And if that's not enough, then you'll need to anchor, and you will go about that intuitively, talk to your guides. Again, Auralite will also help you with that, okay? Oh boy, you guys got 5. Sag, that's a lot. You got 5. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Labradorite raises your consciousness to connect to mystical dimensions and the highest protective energies. It strengthens your faith in yourself and aids intuitive guidance. You are an intuitive being with the gift of foresight. Keep yourself grounded. The veil between the worlds is thin. You could easily confuse yourself with imaginings. Aim for clear insight. Hold on to common sense. It is your most effective tool in assessing intuitions and acting on those that are valid. Beware psychic vampires. Yeah, Sag, because your energy is going to be like, you're going to attract some people, okay? And vampires to light like that, it's like moth to a flame. So just be mindful. You're probably going to sense it right away. I don't think you need me to just tell you that, but I think you're going to sense it. Ooh, ensure you that you do not have a leaky aura. You face a temporary setback, but a sudden reversal of fortune is possible. Be careful what you wish for. It may come true. Raise your consciousness to the highest levels. Labradorite indicates capricious love. Giving your energy away is bad for your health. Establishing an efficient interface with the outside world will protect your well-being. The frequency of this stone is high, great for the third eye and the crown, great for Leos, Scorpios, Saggies, and opening the inner eye. You might have a lot of alone time here, Sag. So we're kind of an interesting time. I meant to do a video on this. I may still do a video on it. I've been going back and forth. because I've also been realizing a lot of messages I get and information I get, like some people just aren't ready for. So I've been debating if it's time. Doesn't quite feel a time. I even feel weird even like stating it now. Yeah, I feel weird stating it now. Yeah, I feel weird stating it. It doesn't feel right. But anyway, so Sag, just really keep yourself protected. Like I said, I feel a lot of alone time is really needed here, okay? Especially if you're going through such a major energy surge. Some of you, it's part of a transformation, but mostly you're just expanding really hardcore. And yeah, you're expanding really hardcore. Some of you are going to have abilities that come online as well. Don't get scared is what they're telling me. Interesting. Don't get scared. Stay calm. Nothing to be afraid of. No fear in the higher dimensions, right? Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of. But I feel like if anything, the only threat that you have is your environment and the people in it. I think that's why Black Tourmaline's here. Because you're going to be shining really bright. Okay. Let's moving on. Oh, sorry. My nose gets really itchy when I channel. Rhodosite is excellent for removing blockages and for adding vitality to the physical body. It cleanses, activates, and powers up all the chakras and harmonizes the etheric bodies. This crystal encourages the flow of Kundalini energy to all cells and the spaces between it. Karmic imprints from your past lives or emotional wounds from earlier in your present life may be creating a state of psychosomatic dis-ease. Your own negative or compulsive thought patterns also play a part, as can those of other people directed towards you. Check out the harmony or lack of it in your environment. Earth energies may be disrupting your well-being. The ground around your workplace or your home may need healing and stabilizing by planting suitable crystals in the earth. You could even use these ones if you want to. Living in a healthy, stable environment creates a stable physical body. The frequency of the stone is earthy and high. Great for the earth star, the solar plexus chakras, and for healing the earth. Also want to add your environment. Going to Black Tourmaline. Black Tourmaline absorbs negative energy and affords excellent energetic protection, enhancing your physical vitality. You are adaptive, adjusting to new places and new situations. You have clarity of thought and analyze situations rapidly. Let go of overconsciousness, but stay protected. You sense it when people wish you ill. You may be carrying a family or past life curse, creating dis-ease. Recognize that negative thoughts and actions harm others and yourself. Strengthen your protection. Consolidate plans and be realistic. You'll soon see the way through obstacles. Ensure you are well protected. Ill wishing or envy may be directed your way. Neutralize bad energy without harm to others. Watch your thoughts and attend to practical matters. Be generous and give others freedom. Neutralizing toxic energies from your environment, shielding yourself from ill wishing or EMF stress, and detoxifying your body supports well-being. The frequency of the stone is earthy. Great for the earth star and the root. For Capricorns, an appropriate energetic shielding and enhancement. Some of you guys could be Cappy Sag cuspers, right? But yeah, this is all about protecting your energy because it's being amplified. You're going to new heights, Sag, energetically. So get ready for those who are in that boat and who are really resonating with this. And you're going to really see the vampires come out. And you're really going to see who the vampires are in your life. It'll be undeniable. And I think a lot of you are going to take some serious alone time once you realize that. And as you go through this expansion. Selenite. In the ancient world, selenite protected against wanderings of the mind. It evokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Spirituality is vital for you. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. Use insights wisely and avoid confusing the past with the present. You see into people's hearts to what motivates them. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Be prepared for challenges and changes and banish confusion. Clarity is needed. Allow divine light to inspire the future. Let go of something dear to you. Parting does not mean loss of love. Reconciliation is possible. Make the first move. Overheard conversations enlighten you. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. The frequency of the stone is exceptionally high. Great for the highest crown, the soul star and stellar gateway. For Taurians, Cancerians, and shining divine light on the earth. Adding a note, embodying it as well. All right, let's go to Auralites. Auralite 23 has a sedative effect on the mind, stilling it so that profound healing and conscious connection with your soul, the universal mind, and higher dimension occurs. You are a multi-layered soul on a course of accelerated spiritual growth. You came to Earth to share your knowledge. You have an ability to move between different dimensions to anchor, there's that key word, anchor, new vibrations into the Earth plane. The slowness and seeming impossibility of this task has brought disillusionment and discontent, but do not despair. Raise your own consciousness and others will follow. Recognize that you are an integral part of humanity. Center yourself in inner peace and connect to your higher mind before making a decision. Beneficial contacts come through friends and family. It is not so much what you know as whom that counts now, and that includes higher beings. Aligning to as above, so below, as without, so within, leads to a sense of rightness and immense well-being. The frequency of the stone is exceptionally high, great for the soul star and stellar gateway, and for aligning and cleansing all the chakras, for aquas, and reconnection of ego, soul, and higher consciousness. Whew, Sag. So I used to, like, at the end just do all of the crystals and show them all to you, but it's kind of a lot. So let's just wrap up this deck. So for those who like to write down the crystals, because some of you guys like to write them down, Labradorite, Rhodosite, Black Tourmaline. Everyone needs Black Tourmaline. There was a sign who had this in the, I think it was Earth signs. I think it was Virgo? Capricorn? I don't know. Now I don't remember. Everyone needs Black Tourmaline. No reason to not have it. It's very affordable. It's very common, very easy to find, and very powerful. No reason to not have it. Selenite, Black Tourmaline, Selenite, one of my favorite combinations. And I gotta put these down because it's just too many. And then we have Auralite. Auralite 23 specifically is the name. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the other deck here. What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Sorry, I just got queasy. Sag, someone's trying to tap into your energy. I'm just letting you know because I like, it's weird. I think you might be feeling it, like, physically. And I think that's why it was like a psychic hit that I just got of that queasiness. It might actually upset your stomach when this person is tapping into you. This is not for everybody. This might even be just for one person. Oh, they're telling me it's for a few of you. Interesting. So it's for a few of you. You got some vampires. You got some vampires tapping into you, and it affects you physically. It affects you physically, specifically your solar plexus. So just be aware of that. What other crystals are good for my Saggies? What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Like, that's how sensitive you are. When someone's tapping into it, it makes you sick. You have a physical reaction. Not just like a, damn, I know someone's trying something. It's like it actually affects you, okay? That's a lot of sensitivity you're working with, okay? What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Thank you. What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Spirit, that's a lot. Thank you. They told me I could put it back. That was like 8. Ooh, we have Carnelian. I'm not surprised that came out. I really like Carnelian. I think they're really pulling this out for you for protection. So they're actually a really great protection stone. And it's interesting, I was getting the solar plexus. This is really good for the sacral, which is, you know, very closely related to the solar. So yeah, Carnelian might not be a bad one to get for you guys to keep yourselves protected. Some of you are just becoming so sensitive, you can just pick up on anything when you're around people. And for some of you, it's going to take some time to, like, learn how to adjust to that. So some of you need a little insulating time. What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Ooh. I can never say this one. Vanadinite. I had to think about it. Vanadinite. Vanadinite. And then we have Celestite, another great one that's going to call in some angelic energies. Again, just more protection. And also about connecting to your higher self, even more, and connecting to higher dimensions. All right. What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Ooh, Kunzite. Okay. Kunzite's another one that just came out. I'm going to read all these at the end. No worries. What other crystals are good for my Saggies for the month of June? Okay, so let's go in order here. So Carnelian was that first one that came out. Ooh. A cherry red, I can't say that word. Chalcedony? Chalcedony. I think it's how you say it. I don't know. Words are not my forte. Used by ancient Romans in signet rings, wax doesn't stick to it, and by modern folk to ward off insecurities. Carnelian's fiery energy helps spin us out of fearful thought cycles and into action. It's a really oddly worded sentence. Who needs it? The understimulated. Anybody looking to get acquainted with their fears. Hello, fear. My name is blank. We have some beautiful work to do together. Now shut the fuck up and let's do this. I love these cards. Where to put it? Wherever you want to inject some passion and confidence, i.e. your palate or your pelvis. When to use it? When you find your creativity or sex drive on sleep mode, go with your gut. Like I said, it is also a really great crystal for protecting against some hate, some vampiric, gimme your energy. It really does help protect against that. All right. Now we have vanadinite. Playful, geometric, and fiery vanadinite, a mining byproduct often sourced from America's Southwest, forms an orange to red hexagonal-shaped crystals when lead or oxidizes. Who needs it? Those lacking self-discipline. Where to put it? Vanadinite has a high lead content, so definitely not in your mouth. When to use it? When it's time to live in the moment. When you're the prime audience for motivational speech, whether it's hard work, making art, or just a blissed out moment free from the mind's ongoing commentary, an energizing meditation with vanadinite can help knock down whatever stands between you and your happy place. Break through your big blocks here. You know, part of this expansion, I almost called you Capricorn. Some of you guys might have Cap in your chart. Real the Capricorn, I have that in your environment. Anyway, with this expansion here, Sag, like I said, I feel like you're going to insulate yourself for a little bit and get some alone time. You might find all of a sudden you're going to be very creative, okay, in the midst of that, which is only going to benefit you. You're expanding for a reason. You're also gaining a lot of knowledge and insight. You're getting a lot of information psychically. You might as well use it, is actually what they're telling me. You might as well use it. I think that's why you have vanadinite out here. Celestite. Love celestite. It's so pretty. Blue-gray celestite is a delicate sulfate mineral with airy, buoyant blue cotton candy vibes. It gets its name from the Latin word for heaven. And if you close your eyes and ask nicely, maybe it will take you there. Who needs it? Anyone brazenly ignoring the constant inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this whole life thing. Where to put it? As a calming adornment wherever you meditate or pray. When to use it? When it's time to stop and really listen. With celestite as a guide, you might be surprised what you hear turn into your serenity. Again, insulating yourself as you're expanding and connecting to these higher energies, higher frequencies, and as you're anchoring yourself as well for those who need to anchor and definitely ground as well. Okay? Kunzite. Another pretty one. That's how it's spelled. A high vibe, lithium infused lilac pink stone that glows with an energy that could be described in a word as cuddly. Anyone with a heavy heart about something, collectors of good vibrations are the people who need it. Where to put it? Place on your heart and breathe deeply of Kunzite's cotton candy essence, or hold in your left hand and whisper sweet nothings to yourself. When to use it? Call on Kunzite after a breakup or a major disappointment, or when you're beating yourself up about something. You don't need permission to be here. You belong. If you forget that, pause, tap into Kunzite's pink prismatic vibration, and let love rule. Open your love channel. Again, as part of this expansion, you're going to be feeling these loving energies and really identifying very quickly which ones are more vampiric, leechy, and ones that are really wanting to love on you. You're going to feel it. You're going to sense it, especially those of you who have abilities coming online or more abilities coming online. You're going to recognize it real quick. Some of you guys are going to start hearing people's thoughts. I'm also getting that. Be prepared for that, because when that happened to me, it was like, it's a little off-putting and a little disturbing. Some people's thoughts are really disturbing. I'll just put it that way. The human mind's a scary place. Anyway, you're going to start recognizing that very quickly, and you're going to just need to get some time to feel comfortable with the expansion that you're going to be going through. If some of you are already in it, then the expansion you're in and what comes with that, okay? Be gentle with yourself in this time. Be gentle. Give yourself a lot of love, okay? But let's look at the crystals, and then we'll get into the tarot reading. Carnelian, vanadinite, celestite, and like I said, you are protected, so remember that, and kunzite. Let you guys take a look at that, because we got some people who like to write these down, and these got some funky spellings. Okay, let's do the tarot reading. You can always go back if you missed it. I feel like some of you guys missed some. Go back, you can always go back. All right, Saggies. Honest truth. Let's do honest truth. Why do my Saggies need these crystals for the month of June? Why do my Saggies need these crystals for the month of June? Why do my Saggies need these crystals for the month of June? Why do my Saggies need these crystals for the month of June? Okay. Oh. Oh, wow, Sag, 10 of Cups. That's an awesome start. Piscean energy. This isn't just normal emotional fulfillment. And normally I wouldn't, sorry, channeling. Normally I wouldn't read this as emotional fulfillment. I would see it as like, you know, you're really sharing, you're giving and sharing love with many people, like a family situation or within your home environment or work environment. Like you're not afraid to share the love is how I would normally read this. But I'm actually getting fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, but it usually involves other people. But it's interesting. It's about your fulfillment. I do feel like you are like radiating it though. You're radiating it. You're radiating love. Wow. Okay. It's all. So maybe this is what's catalyzing it. Interesting. So maybe this is what's acting as a catalyst for your expansion. Oh yeah, Sag, be careful, because like some of you do have people in your life that have that love for you, and that's an amazing thing. Don't be careful of that. That's like a positive thing. But there's something about coming together or congregating. This might be like part of like just a social event or like gaining contact with someone or increasing contact with certain people. It's activating you. It's catalyzing you. It's making you expand. But within that environment, there's vampires. Within, no doubt. Feel that, no doubt. So if you're like in a living situation where you got vampires and people who like want to love on you, there's something about it that's like increasing the amount of contact you're having or the amount of love that's being given and received. And that is like, that's activating you. Oh, Sag, for some of you, I think there's a pregnancy involved here that's activating you. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, let's keep going. Why else do my Saggies need these crystals for the month of June? Yeah, they keep telling me your environment is going to become very clear as to what is okay and what's not okay. And I think very quickly you're going to just want to change your environment if you're going through this crazy expansion. That's too many. Less cards, please. What other crystal? Why else do my Saggies need these crystals for June? Why else do my Saggies need these crystals for June? Why else do my Saggies need these crystals for June? Okay, I'll take them. They keep giving me a lot, so I'm just going to take it. Yeah. Vampire alert. Vampire alert, vampire alert. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's kind of a shame, Sag. Because like I said, there's something about, there's more closeness, more contact, more love that you're giving and receiving with people around you. And it's like, it's activating you. It's activating this expansion. And now it's becoming so clear who the vampires are. This could be one person or many people. It's so clear. Oh, sorry guys. Oh. Queen of Wands in reverse. Aries could also be fire or water with the Ace of Cups in reverse and Seven of Cups in reverse, Scorpionic energy. Undeniable. Ace of Cups, it's like inauthentic love or it's ego. Queen of Wands in reverse is usually somebody who wears a mask. It's usually somebody who puts on a front for their own purposes. Seven of Cups in reverse, it's undeniably clear. Yep, undeniably clear. This could be someone that, and male or female doesn't matter. Just representing an energy. For some of you, this is someone you've been trying to build up a home with or a family with, and because you've been activated by other loving energies, if this is someone you're close with, you've been activated by other people who have love to give you, authentic love, and now you can't stop seeing it. And now you're like, oh, shit. Yeah. Star, enlightenment, Aquarian energy, pure enlightenment, higher consciousness. That's all I'm getting off the star card. That activation. The activation. Why else do my Saggies need these crystals the month of June? Why else do my Saggies need these crystals the month of June? Wow. Fool in reverse, Aries energy. Could also be Aquarius because it's a Uranus card with the Hierophant, Taurian energy. So Hierophant can be lessons learned, can also be contracts, you know, institutional dealings and whatnot. Can also be higher consciousness. Like I said, you're getting activated, Sag, and it feels like because you are receiving authentic love from some people in your life, or just more of it and more contact, but it's also not only activating you, but you can't stop seeing the vampires now. They're right up in your face, and some of you live with them. Some of you live with them, and some of you are realizing you made a mistake in committing to someone or people, these vampires, basically, you made a mistake in committing to these vampires. Some of you, there is marriage involved here, or some kind of contractual agreement, like a living situation, like a lease, like something of that nature, okay? There is also this energy I'm getting for some of you, you're expanding so fast that you might have a tendency to kind of pull back and resist a little bit, but don't. It's going to be so liberating. It's going to feel so liberating, but because it's good that you're seeing this. It's really good that you're seeing this, and I'm always sorry. It sucks that you're seeing it, but it is what it is, right? Better that you know than don't. Over energy, by the way, because you're expanding, it's also a bigger supply for them. Don't give it to them. Do not give it to them. Don't give it to them. Overall, we do have the King of Swords. Aquarian energy could also be Gemini or Libra. So again, gender doesn't apply here, but I feel like you just have such clarity and you are vibing so high and you're getting so much energy, right? Because you're expanding. That's why you're coming across as the King of Swords. Again, undeniable clarity of the bullshit. Page of Cups in reverse, of the deceptive acts. The deceptive acts, the vampires. Or vampire, okay? But that's what I'm getting with this. Sag, you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. You're going to be totally fine. Knowledge is truly power. It really is. I mean, some see it as a burden too, but I'd rather know than not, right? I'd rather see it than not see it. So I think you're kind of in that boat too because you're naturally intuitive anyway. But Saggies, I hope that provided you some insight and some clarity, and I hope that you enjoyed it as well. If you're leaving me here and you're not sticking around, don't forget to check out Vimeo on Patreon, and all the information down below for Instagram and the websites are linked there. So go and check that out if you need any other information, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? Have a good night, Sag. Namaste. Hey, fire signs. All right, so we have Aries and Leo left. Let's see who's going next. Aries or Leo? Aries or Leo for June. Who's going next, please? Aries. Oh shit. Oh, I got the chills. I'm a little nervous. Leo, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry. Something's going on with Aries. Let's go with Aries first. Aries, I'm a little perturbed by what I just heard. I just heard fight to the death. Okay. Okay, Aries, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on with you? Aries. What crystals are good for my Aries for the month of June? I'm just seeing red. Just seeing lots of red. Lots of red. I feel like you need to work on your root chakra. I think your root chakra is actually overactive. It needs to be balanced out. It needs to be healed. I think, you just feel super restless. You feel super restless. You feel super fired up. It's weird. I don't even feel like, well, are you angry? You feel motivated. I'll say motivated. It doesn't feel like anger, at least not right now, intuitively. I think you're incredibly motivated. I'll put it that way. You're Aries motivated. It's the Aries kind of motivation. What crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? What crystals are good for my Aries for the month of June? What crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? Yeah, they keep telling me your root needs attention. Your lower chakra. Well, actually, they're emphasizing lower chakras, but I feel more like the root or the earth star really needs attention. Aquamarine, time to calm down, Aries. Yeah, I want to use the word motivated because I don't feel anger. I mean, anger could be there. Maybe I'm just not picking up on it because this is just me channeling. But yeah, fight to the death. I'm seeing all red. Like, I just feel like you're so motivated and you have a lot of energy. So it might be time to just like breathe, maybe meditate, do the whole like counting back from 10, calming down exercise. But there's a need to calm down. There's a need to keep your cool. What other crystals are good for Aries? Don't burn out is actually what they're saying too. Don't burn out. Okay, Aries, okay. I think you're just very motivated. I think you're very determined. I think that's all it is. You are Aries, so it feels a little intense, and we have Mars moving into Aries at the end of the month. So that could just be what's going on. That could just be what I'm feeling. But there is a need to kind of calm down, keep your cool, keep your rationale. Don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out. What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? Oh, that's too many. Can I get less cards, please? That's a lot of cards. What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? All right, so graphic smoky quartz. Okay. So yeah, Aries, there's a need to calm down, and I think there's a need to almost compromise. I know I don't like that word. I don't like that word either. It's a hard word. I know. But I am getting this need to compromise to get what it is you want, because you're very motivated. I feel it. I really feel it. I really feel it. You're really motivated to get what you want. Nothing's going to stand in your way. No one's going to take it away from you. No one's going to stop you, whatever it is. But I do feel that there's almost a need to compromise to really achieve what it is you want. You may not be seeing that yet. What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? I love you guys. I just heard there is no compromise here. I was like, oh, okay. What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? Okay, yeah. So these are the two that came out for you: Aquamarine and graphic smoky quartz. It's a really hard one for me to say. You can also get just like normal smoky quartz if you can't find this one. Just a little tidbit. Let's go ahead and read these off, and then we'll get into the other deck. Aquamarine has long been a healing gem associated with the sea and also with stimulating psychic abilities. It was believed to protect against seduction. You are deeply intuitive, but you need to assess this realistically. Do not be seduced by vivid imaginings, wishful thinking, or spiritual claptrap. Use your imagination to create what is for your highest good, and well-being follows. If you fall into depression, remember that hope shines in the darkest places. Relieve self-defeating programs, listen to your inner guidance, but be objective. Accept what's on offer. Watch out for idle gossip and tie up loose ends before moving on. Remain emotionally detached. Avoid procrastination. Success may come in a court case. Stay positive and remember your family. Maybe that court case thing is like big for some of you. There is no reason to lose the hope in your heart, since well-being is a state of mind. The frequency of the stone is high, great for the throat. The third eye chakra is great for Aries, Geminis, Scorpios, and Pisceans, and seeing beyond consensual reality or illusion. Your motivation might be almost a little too extreme. And like I said, there's like, they keep telling me don't burn yourself out. Like whatever it is that you're so motivated to have or to get or pursue, do not burn yourself out. It'll just bite you in the ass, okay? You're gonna need your energy, I feel. Keep a balance to it. Graphic smoky quartz supports all the structures in the body, removing toxic debris and traumatic memories. It keeps you grounded and balanced in physical incarnation while exploring other dimensions. Lack of trust in yourself and other people creates psychological barriers that lie at the heart of your disease. Your self-esteem is low, creating a deficient immune system. Memories of old traumas have subtly amended your ancestral DNA. At a deep level, you have been compressed and limited. Allow yourself to expand again. Undertake a shamanic journey into the unseen worlds in search of healing. There you will find the underlying causes of disease and outdated soul imperatives that are affecting your well-being. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. Healing is found in the darkest depths of yourself, not in external forces. Frequency of the stone's earthy and high, great for all the chakras, exploring taboos, and treading where others fear to tread. You know, Aries, for some of you, don't shoot the messenger. I keep getting that whatever it is you want to pursue, how do I say this? I'm trying to think of the best way to say this, because like I feel like it might trigger some people. part of my job, I guess. It's kind of like what you want to pursue might not be exactly what it is you think you're gonna get. Like, God, how do I say this? Like, for example, like, let's say your goal, this is like super 3D, but I can't think of another example. Let's say your goal is to make 20 grand out of something. And in your mind, you set your mind on doing a very specific job. Well, if I do job A, that's going to get me my 20 grand because it's supposed to be a high paying job, or it's supposed to, you know, it's supposed to require so much experience, so they're going to pay me more. That'll give me my 20 grand. When in reality, like, job B would actually pay you a lot more, but you've dismissed it because of some like pre-programming that you already have, you know, against it. You know what I mean? There's almost like a sense of whatever you've set your mind on, there's a need for a reality check. I'll put it that way. There's a need for a reality check on whatever it is you set your mind on and set your sights on, and you're so motivated and determined to get it. A little bit of frustration there, not too much, that you're not really seeing that. Like, work smarter, not harder, Aries. Work smarter, not harder. Whatever it is you want to get, I think there are better means of getting it. And I think this energy of compromise might be one of those, but you don't really want to see it that way. So picking up on a lot of different ways this can go for you, Aries, but essentially, whatever it is you want, there is a better way of getting it. A more efficient way. A more efficient way. A more efficient way of getting it, or just like less work, less strife, less energy, like just more efficient. There's a more efficient way of getting it. For some of you, it is about a compromise, and I don't think you really want to go down that road, but I do think it might be in your best interest to consider it, okay? All right, let's get some other crystals out here. Let's see, what other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? Not taking those, that didn't feel right. What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? Spirit, could I get less cards, please? Less cards, please. What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? So Aries, the thing that I am noticing though, this doesn't seem, oh yeah, pyrite. Ooh, I like pyrite. Pyrite's fun. Actually, I can't help but show you. Yeah, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. It's a pyrite pyramid. Very happy with it. Anyway, pyrite is actually really good for this. I think it's really good for this. I think it's just going to help you kind of organize your thoughts a little bit better. Because like I said, it almost just feels like you're dead set on getting something a certain way. And you're super motivated. You're putting a lot of energy and focus into that. But it doesn't feel like it's the most efficient way. I almost feel like it's going to be a rougher road, a rockier road. It's going to take more of your energy. Like there's a need to kind of see that there could be another way of getting it. There could be another way of achieving it. And some of you, there's compromise there. I know you don't want to hear that. I can feel some of you guys going, compromise. I can feel some of you guys, recoiling when I say that. What other crystals are good for Aries for the month of June? Okay. Yeah, and that's the other thing I was saying before pyrite came out. You don't have that many crystals, Aries. You don't. So that tells me that this is actually not going to be too hard of a month for you, and you're going to be able to handle it just fine. Like it's not as life-changing or significant impact on your life as some of the other readings I've done for June. So yeah, this tells me this is very manageable, very easy breezy. Okay. Pyrite. This is what it looks like. That's how it's spelled. Pyrite, aka fool's gold, is a metallic sulfide mineral. Its blingy, confident vibes and often perfect cubic structure align us with nature's power to give energy to amazing, beautiful things like you. Who needs it? The chronically lethargic, anybody sleeping on their potential. Where to put it? Pyrite is often used near the solar plexus or will center, but it works wonders anywhere you need a little boost of masculine energy. For example, on the fellas, the low abdomen, just saying. When to use it? On that romantic weekend away from the kids, and whenever the energy to power through feels shrouded in dark matter, call on your core power. It is also really great for the mind. It is also really great for energizing and aligning all the chakras. It is really good for that, which is it's going to help you get more stable and balanced, especially in the realm of your root chakra, right? And you're emphasizing, put it on your root if you need to. Yeah, I think that's really why this is out here, okay? All right, Aries, let's go ahead and pull some cards. I'm going to use Radiant Wise. Why do Aries need these crystals? Oh, I'm sorry. I know I showed it to you really fast for those who don't know how to spell it. I just got so into it. Pyrite. And I showed you the other two. Aquamarine. Graphic Smoky Quartz. You got the least amount of crystals out of everybody so far, and I only have Leo left as the last sign. So, like out of all signs I've done for June. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse just came out. Taurian energy. So again, I feel like you're motivated. You're really, really motivated to get out of this state or a perceived state. I almost called you Taurus. Aries, I feel like you have this perceived state of lack or not enough. Or just not content. Like, you just don't like the energy of where you're at or where you've been. It's weird. It's almost like you're perceiving like the status of where you've been recently as beneath you. Oh, okay. Okay, Aries. Okay, Aries. Some of you, it's also just attention to what you feel you deserve. Yeah, again, you're so motivated to get whatever it is that you're so fixated on. But you're fixated on it because it's almost like, well, this is the only way for me to get out of this energy. You see what I mean? It's like there's a fixation on how to do something, how to achieve something, when in reality, there are many ways and many perspectives on how to achieve anything in life, right? It's kind of like a one-track mind. You're only seeing one way through it, and you're very determined to get out of it because it makes you feel gross. It makes you feel icky. Why else do Aries need these crystals for June? Why else does Aries need these crystals for the month of June? Sorry. Why else does Aries need these crystals for the month of June? Moon in reverse, Piscean energy, could also be Cancerian for me as a reader. You feel like you see the way through. You feel like you see the way through and getting whatever it is that you're really fixated on. Not to mention King of Wands at the bottom. That is someone who's very fixated on taking control. Why else do my Aries need these crystals for the month of June? Why else do my Aries need these crystals for the month of June? Some of you feel like you actually had to battle yourself. This is kind of interesting. Wow. Some of you, this is kind of a battle between you and you. For some of you, if you've been dealing with like depression or anything like that, you're almost like just forcing yourself out of it. This is weird. It's almost like you're like, you know what, just get the hell up and get over it. Oh, it feels very harsh. Aries, it feels very harsh. Some of you, this is a conversation you're having between you and you. And you can do that. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But there are other ways. I'm just saying, there are other ways to get out of depression. I don't know why I had to say that. I feel like that's only for like a couple of you. That's definitely not for the majority here, because that feels like a very, very different thing than what I've been picking up on. But that just came through, so someone had to hear that. Why else do Aries need these crystals for the month of June? Ooh! Wow. Tower in reverse. Mars, so Aries, Scorpio with judgment, fire energy, also scorpionic energy for me as a reader. It's a lot of scorpionic energy right there. And 3 out of the 4 cards are major arcana. So it's interesting because I actually don't feel like this is a significant like life-changing impact thing, but I do feel like the energy of this moment of I need to get up and I need to win, I need to get up, I need to do this, I need to get up and focus, it has a lot of energy behind it. That has a lot of energy behind it. This Tower moment feels like an epiphany. It feels like a realization of how to get something, but again, because it's an epiphany, you fixate on it. You fixate on it and you tell yourself, I know exactly how to do this. I know exactly how to get out of this energy, and that's how I'm going to do it, and that's how I'm going to win. That's how I'm going to achieve this. And again, I feel like there's other ways that might be more efficient, but you know, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Let's see. Why else do Aries need these crystals for the month of June? Yeah, I feel like you're trying to like gain control of a situation with Strength in reverse, Leo energy. I think that's why you're very motivated, because it's like, I need to do this at all costs. I'm surprised the Five of Swords isn't out here. I need to do this at all costs, but it's also because you're not really in control of what's going on. You don't like that. You really don't like that feeling. That's really bothering you. Again, hence why you're fixated at all costs on doing it the way you feel you need to do it. Why else do Aries need these crystals for the month of June? Ooh. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, not Virgo, Taurus. Could be a little Virgo, not necessarily. With the Hierophant, Taurian energy. So a lot of earth going on here. You feel like something was taken from you. Some of you might have actually had like the government take something from you. I am feeling a little bit of that. Like for some of you, there's like a legal contract or some kind of legal ruling, especially with judgment here as well, that actually might have taken something from you financially, okay, and put you in a bad financial spot. And now you're just really determined to get it back or recoup it. But I feel like there are other ways of going about it. Others, it's a person that did this. Yeah, others, it's a person that did this. I really feel like you can come to a compromise, especially if this isn't legal, like especially if it's just between you and another person, where you feel like you lost and you got like your power taken away, or like control was taken away, or you actually lost something, and it's like, oh no, I'm getting this shit back right now kind of energy, and there's gonna be no compromise because this is how it's gonna be, because it's got to be on my terms kind of energy. I really feel like you can compromise with them, okay? If it is a person, it's like a teacher. It's a teacher, it's a mentor, or it's someone who's like a patriarch, matriarch sort of energy, someone who has a lot of wisdom and years behind them, or someone who actually leads and manages other people, like helps other people learn. It could even be someone within your own family, but you feel like this energy took from you. Some of you, it's the government. Straight up, some of you, it's the government, and this could be, you know, this could be the protests, that sort of thing, right? Or protests to come. Why else do Aries need these crystals for the month of June? Yeah. Queen of Cups, Cancerian energy, could also be Pisces or Scorpio, fixation. This is a fixation card for me. You see how hard she's looking at that thing? Can't stop staring at it. Can't stop, with all the waters and feels all around her, fixated. Only this way, only this way, only this way. I need it. I'm getting it back. Again, I think you can be successful here, but I think there are other avenues you're not considering. I feel like I need to say that over and over and over again. Overall, we do have Ace of Cups in reverse. Ooh. King of Cups, Scorpionic energy, could also be water or air. With the Death card. Yeah, something was ended, something was taken. Scorpionic energy. High Priestess in reverse. Piscean energy, also Gemini for me as a reader. Wow, a lot of water all of a sudden, Aries. A lot of water. Yeah, something's ended here between you and another entity, or you and another person. For some of you, it's definitely government, because the Hierophant is here with Pentacles, right? Pentacles and Hierophant screams government to me. Some of you, it's just a contract or an agreement between you and another person, and you're incredibly motivated to make sure that you gain it back. But it seems pretty clear to me, Aries, that it is done. It is done. And I think that you can recoup your loss maybe in another situation. If this is about like between you and another person, like a romance or something like that, you can have another relationship, right? But this to me seems pretty finite. See what I'm saying? So I mean, this is pretty finite, that it's done. that it's imbalanced, so there's no like love there anymore, and I'm really sorry, and it does happen, right? But if it to happen this suddenly, it's probably for a reason, right? It's probably in your highest good, especially with Judgment, Hierophant, Death, High Priestess. Like, I would definitely say that there are higher forces at play making sure that this happened. And like I said, Aries, you can recoup that with someone else. You can try to recoup it with this person. To be honest, I don't think that's the greatest path. You can probably compromise and be friends. I know everyone hates that. Because I do feel compromise can get you what you want here. Now, for those where, like I said, it's more like the government took something from you, or some kind of boss, or someone who's like, you know, has years behind them, or patriarch, matriarch figure, I do think there's compromise there. I do think something might have ended. Why does it sound so weird? Between you and this individual, where it is more like the patriarchal, just higher up, superior sort of energy. I do think you can gain it back through compromise and being cautious with your words, but the kind of like fire and motivation I'm feeling behind this Aries, I feel like if you're this fixated on it going a certain way and under your terms, and it's got to look like this, and it's got to sound like this, and it better taste like this, that's not going to get you anywhere. You've already lost, right? This is about trying to go back in and trying to recoup, right? So anyway, Aries, so a lot of like funky stuff going on here. But at the end of the day, like I said, you can have victory. It just depends on how you go about it. And for some of you, that victory is going to be recouping what you lost with someone else or in another contract. If you got like a money situation going on with the government, you can always try to appeal things. You can always try to like, you know, go and make an amend to contracts, whatever it is. If you owe the IRS money, sorry, I don't know if they'll help you with that. I don't know how keen they'll be on listening to your plea there, because we know how the government is. But you can always try to like do payment plans or something like that if they're trying to take from you. Yeah, if you're in that boat, I think you really can try. There's no harm in trying. If this is a romantic situation, it doesn't hurt to have a conversation, but make sure you're in the right energy of being calm, cool, collected, you know, seeing things rationally, seeing things from different perspective, and not being so fixated on it being a certain way, this way, that way, or the other. Taste like this, sound like this, it better be like this. That energy is not going to help you with anything, okay? All right, Aries, I hope that you found this insightful and helpful. This was a bit of a tough one. These were tough energies to work with for sure. But I think you're going to be totally fine. I think you're going to be okay. And if you're leaving here, don't forget to check out Vimeo, Patreon. Everything is linked below for all the website stuff, Instagram stuff, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great night, Aries. Namaste. Hey, Leos, last but not least, save the best for last, of course. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get into it and see what crystals are good for you for the month of June. Black crow, okay. Aren't all crows black? Aren't they? I just heard the term black crow. I feel like all crows are black. Maybe I'm wrong. That just came through. Take that as it resonates. Obviously, these aren't going to be for everybody. Power symbol. I just heard power symbol. Some of you guys are getting really into symbols, or you're about to. That's interesting. Some of you guys, you're about to. Explore that, actually. Explore it. You might actually just be like, how do I say this? You might start being shown symbols or even light language for some of you, and you're like, what the hell is that? And that's going to send you down a rabbit hole, okay? So some of you guys, that's definitely going to be a thing. Symbols. Some of you guys are learning like an actual language that's based off of symbols. I mean, technically everything's a symbol, right? And not to get all, into that conversation. That's a fun conversation, but technically every language is just a makeup of symbols and sounds. But some of you guys are actually studying languages. But again, I want to say based off symbols, but again, you could argue all languages are. I don't know what languages that would entail. I mean, maybe some Asian languages, maybe. Oh, Hebrew. Maybe you guys are learning Hebrew. That's kind of cool. Again, take these as they resonate. Or maybe some guys are learning gematria. That's like, becoming more and more popular. Which that is based off of Hebrew, so that's kind of interesting too. But anyway, this is not a video for educational purposes. So let's not get into that. It's not a gematria video. Okay. Anyway, back to you, Leos. Back to you. I'm not gonna get ADD on you, I promise. Okay, what crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? Leo, some of you guys are tired of something going around and around and around and around. It's almost like, and this could just be like thought forms. Maybe you're looping on something. Some of you, I think you're in an endless cycle with a person and you're over it. Almost like being on the roller coaster 20 times in a row. Like, okay, I'm nauseous. Can we like never do this ever again? Yeah, some of you, there is that energy. I'm picking up on a lot with you, Leos. This is interesting. Yeah. So some of you are looping on your own shit. And some of you are in an endless cycle with somebody and you're almost nauseated at dealing with it. Okay. Interesting. Let's keep going. What crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? Compassion. We're in the word compassion. For those of you who are in an endless loop with someone, you might need to start having a little more compassion for them in order to actually break the cycle. That's interesting. I almost never say this unless I actually get it. No matter what your gender is, Leo, the other person feels strongly female biologically. Strongly, no matter what your gender is. That I almost never get that specific, but that just came through for those in that boat. We're needing to have compassion for them. What crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? Oh my God, everyone's getting this. So many signs got this for June. Labradorite, really good for connecting to higher consciousness, really good for understanding how to speak your truth. Also good for protecting yourself as well, especially against people who are leechy and vampiric. Might be the person you're dealing with, Leo, that you're in an endless loop with. Yeah, for those stuck in the loop, in this looping situation, even if you're looping on your own shit, like you can't stop thinking about something over and over and over again, or you can't get out of a cycle within your own making if there's no one else involved. Some of you, that's what it is. This is coming from a place of higher understanding of what's going on. Really, truly understanding it from an energetic standpoint, a spiritual standpoint, a three-dimensional standpoint, like just seeing the sheer reality of what it is you're dealing with and how to get out of it. And I feel like compassion is the key there. And if it's something between you and yourself, having compassion for yourself. What other crystals are good for my Leos? Oh, yeah. Did I go Canadian all of a sudden? Howlite and Quantum Quattro. Sorry, sometimes that happens. I think it's just from channeling, but it does happen sometimes. I've even noticed like when I'm talking to people who have like very heavy accents, sometimes all of a sudden it just like starts coming out of me and I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, so Howlite and Quantum Quattro. I like the Quantum Quattros here. I love that. That's like my powerhouse crystal. It's like, that's like powerhouse of energy coming through. Howlite preceding it says that there's a cleansing out that needs to happen. Cleansing meaning get some like major understanding of the of this endless cycle you have with this person for those in that boat, or what your own personal cycles are, or what you're looping on. Cleanse it out of your energetic body, your spiritual body, your physical body. Cleanse it out of yourself so you can gain some energy back, so you can get an energy boost. Some of you, it's been draining your energy. A lot of people are going to be waking up to that. Because I've just seen that as a theme in the readings I've done the last couple of days for these crystal readings, that people are realizing how much energy is being drained out of them by the people around them or their environment. And for some, they're getting more sensitive and it's becoming more draining to deal with people like this or cycles like this. So Leo, that's really all I'm getting here. Cleanse, 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 and get some energy back. Okay? Let's see what else I got here. By the way, howlite's just like a salt crystal. It's like if you have like a salt lamp or something, that's howlite. What other crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? What other crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? That was weird. That was a really weird feeling. Not dizzy. That almost felt like, that was so weird, almost like levitating. I know I wasn't. You would have seen on the camera, right? But that's how it felt like. All of a sudden I was like getting raised like this. Like, Leo, I think your energy's been trying to come back, or you've been trying to like get boosts of energy. Some of you have been trying to like get to higher levels of consciousness. There needs to be a cleansing and a reality check of what's going on in your environment and these cycles. They're telling me cycles over and over and over. You got to close that shit out. Sorry, I don't mean to sound so blunt with you. Why am I being so blunt with you? I don't know. I'm sorry, Leo. It's been a long day. Yeah, there's a need to recognize the cycles. That's really the importance here. Recognize the cycles. Okay, let's read these off. Labradorite raises your consciousness to connect to mystical dimensions and the highest protective energies. It strengthens your faith in yourself and aids intuitive guidance. You are an intuitive being with the gift of foresight. Keep yourself grounded. The veil between the worlds is thin. You could easily confuse yourself with imaginings. Aim for clear insights. Hold on to common sense. It is your most effective tool in assessing intuitions and acting on those that are valid. Beware psychic vampires. Ensure that you do not have a leaky aura. You face a temporary setback, but a sudden reversal of fortune is possible. Be careful what you wish for. It may come true. Raise your consciousness to the highest levels. Labradorite indicates capricious love. Giving your energy away is bad for your health. Establishing an efficient interface with the outside world will protect your well-being. The frequency of the stone is high, great for the third eye and the crown, great for Leos, Scorpio, Saggies, and opening the inner eye. All right, let's do halite. Halite draws out impurities from your physical, energetic, and soul bodies. It dissolves old patterns, negative thoughts, and toxic emotions, promoting emotional well-being. Halite stimulates the meridians and grounds the healing properties of other crystals. Subtle ties and influences may be affecting you more than you recognize. Unacknowledged feelings of abandonment or rejection or emotional neediness may underlie dis-ease. Detrimental energies picked up under the influence of drink or drugs could be affecting you, as could someone else's lustful or jealous energies. Oh, interesting, I said energies. Feelings. Lustful or jealous feelings. But being spaced out and ungrounded also leaves you open to invasion by external forces. It's time for a thorough clear out in your life. Declutter your space, including your car, detox your body and mind, and try a juice fast for vitality. Regular detoxing and purification on all levels ensures well-being, as does being anchored on earth. The frequency of the stone is earthy, great for the root and the sacral, the earth star and solar plexus, and for purification and spiritual discernment. Again, recognizing why these cycles are continuing and the cycles that are between you and you, right? Or the things you're looping on, like thought forms, or the endless cycle that you're in with another person or people. It's really time to recognize that and close them out. It's time. It's time. And I just feel like this big energy drain. It's like sucking the life out of you, whether you realize it or not. Some of you are becoming more sensitive. And because you're becoming more sensitive, now it feels like it's sucking the life out of you. I feel like I was far away when you didn't feel that way before. Quantum Quattro has amazing healing power and a dramatic effect on physical vitality. You might also want to try Bloodstone. I know it didn't come out, but there's a lot of like physical vitality and your energy's kind of at play. Bloodstone's great for that. And it's common, unlike this one. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Quantum Quattro has an amazing healing power and a dramatic effect on physical vitality. It brings about an energetic shift and integration. You are an extremely complex person who is seeking wholeness within yourself. Sorry, itchy. Examine all facets of your personality, especially those you hide from yourself or others. Accept those of value. Find the gift hidden deep within mistakes. Forgive and let go. Release yourself from codependencies and abusive relationships. Heal your inner child. Recognize the resources you have to draw on. Karmic aspects need healing. Your question is nowhere near as straightforward as it seems, so dig deep and see all sides. The power of the whole is much greater than its component parts. Once you have all the information, you are invincible and evolve rapidly. Recognizing that you cannot heal anyone else or influence their behavior enhances your own well-being. For some of you, that's the key. Sorry. When I channel, my nose gets so freaking itchy. For some of you, that last sentence, I'll repeat it, is key to closing up the cycle with whoever this is. For those who are in that boat, not all of you were in that boat, okay? Recognizing that you cannot heal anyone else or influence their behavior enhances your own well-being. The frequency of the stone is high, great for all the chakras. It's great for Taurians, Geminis, Virgos, Libras, Scorpios, Saggies, and Capricorns, and holistic healing for the soul. All right. So I'm going to show these to you one last time. Then we're going to go ahead and get to the other crystal deck, okay? So Labradorite, for those who like to write these down. Halite, again, it's just a salt crystal. You can also take salt baths. I love salt baths. I take them all the time personally. Save a salt lamp, that's totally fine. And then Quantum Quattro. So write them down. Get your notebook. I know some of you guys have notebooks, which I think is just so cool. I love that some of you guys have notebooks when you watch my videos. Okay. Let's look at the other deck. All right. What crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? What other crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? What other crystals are good for my Leos? Come on. It's getting stubborn. Don't get stubborn on me, Leo. What other crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? One more. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we have meteorite. By the way, all kinds of meteorite crystals. Tektite is a really common one that also comes in like moldavite, living gold tektite. Yeah, that's actually one of my personal favorites. Anyway, but meteorite, it's the first one out. And then we have rhodochrosite. Ooh. Okay. So Leo, these cycles, some of you is going to feel a little painful, okay? Excuse me. Whether it's with this person or it's like your own cycles and stuff that you're looping on, there's basically some unresolved pain here, okay, that needs to be dealt with. Yeah, I'm actually hearing resentment. I am hearing some resentment, and some of you guys haven't been super forthcoming with yourself or another person of how much resentment you actually have, and there's a need to identify that, okay? There is also this raising of your energy that keeps coming up as well. The meteorite crystal will also help. Crystal, it's a meteorite, it's not a crystal, but meteorite will help you with that, okay? It's also going to help you connect to higher dimensions in order to get more information and get more intuitive insight into the situation that you're in, to see it from all sides, to really understand why it's happening. Some of you are realizing that it's really just karmic stuff, and that you just gotta learn your lesson and move on and let it go, no matter how much attachment is there. I want to say attachment, no matter how much attachment is there. Some of you are still in this inner child healing phase as well. That's not for all of you. Again, messages for a lot of things I'm picking up on, so please only take what resonates. Okay. What other crystals? What other crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? Not taking those, that didn't feel right. What other crystals are good for my Leos for the month of June? Okay. So now we've got black tourmaline. It's always a good, nice, common one to have. Okay, so let's read these three off. So meteorite. Meteorites are extraterrestrial rocks flung from space. They've been carbon dated to the beginning of time, even older than our sun. Meteorites come in three forms: nickel, iron, chondrites, and pallasites, infused with radiant peridot. People who need it are children of the stars, starseeds. Where to put it: wherever you gaze towards distant constellations with or without opening your eyes. When to use it: when you're looking to conduct more spiritual energy, try nickel iron meteorite. When you're looking to chat with a friend in another galaxy, go with chondrite. I don't know how to say that. CHRON drite, DRIT. Chondrite, meteorite. When you want to feel aligned to that universal energy that pulsates through everything, try pallacite meteorite. Connect to your star stuff. Again, really about connecting to the higher consciousness and higher frequencies to gain more insight in your situation. And some of you just want to expand. Honestly, I'm also getting that. Some of you guys just really want to expand and move on past these cycles and cyclic craziness, because some of you guys feel insane. Some of you guys have been in an endless loop for quite a long time, and it's really impeding this ability to expand and to go even higher in your spiritual path, and you really want to. So again, this will help you with that. Some of you, what's going on, these cycles might actually have been causing a little bit of regression as well, because you haven't been able to break them. All right. Rhodochrosite. Rosy red to chilled rose pink, rhodochrosite is the go-to stone for the bent and broken-hearted. People who need it, anyone grieving, or really anyone needing to grieve. I feel like you're in the boat of needing to, Leo. I'm just being honest. A major loss, a relationship expired, or an outdated idea of self. Where to put it: against the chest while you breathe through your heart, or slide a favorite piece into your bra, if you're wearing one. When to use it: when your heart hurts, You can feel all the feels, even the most painful, and still be gentle with yourself. Let rhodochrosite remind you that this too shall pass, and you, especially you, absolutely will heal and love again when you're ready. Soften your heart. Yeah, some of you got to let this person go, whoever they are, if you're in that boat. If you're in the boat. Not all of you are, like I said. Okay? And others of you, it's just about some more like healing, a little bit of inner child stuff that you have a lot of resentment about. Okay? All right, black tourmaline. Grounding black tourmaline is a slightly magnetized semi-precious gemstone with a reputation for protecting a delicate psyche from a case of the crazies and establishing powerful energetic boundaries between you and all the zombies out there. Who needs it? Everyone. I agree with that. Everybody needs some black tourmaline riddled about their house or on the person. Where to put it? Beside your doors to keep emotional vampires out, on your person, in your pocket, everywhere. I didn't even know that's what it said. Yeah, I totally agree. That's everywhere. You should put black tourmaline. When to use it? Anytime you take public transportation, find yourself in a crowd, or hear that sucking sound of a coworker, family member, malignant demon taking more from you than they are giving back. Protect your light. I feel like this is especially for those who need to close out an endless cycle with another person or people. Really protect your energy. It's an endless cycle for a reason. It's also draining you for a reason. And some of you are trying to expand and some of you are actually making it happen, but it's so draining on you dealing with all of it. Some of you, like I said, are also looping on your own stuff or have like your own cycles and patterns that you're recognizing or needing to recognize in order to keep progressing and keep expanding and go to higher levels of consciousness. Now, black tourmaline not only protects, but it also helps you purge. It does help with getting rid of like negative energies within your physical body, your energetic body, as long as you're also doing active work. You got a lot of cleansing crystals here, Leo. You got halite, you got rhodochrosite. Again, black tourmaline will also help you with that. On some level, labradorite can also kind of help you with that a little bit, okay? So these last three, meteorite, rhodochrosite, and black tourmaline. Like I said, there's a lot of different kinds of meteorites out there, so just start researching and go with what calls to you. Black tektite is a really good go-to because it's very common and not that expensive. Rhodochrosite is amazing. What would I recommend if you can't find rhodochrosite? Because it's not super common. It's common enough, but not super common. Rose quartz is always good. Chrysocolla is really good. Malachite's good. But yeah, rhodochrosite's kind of special. And then black tourmaline, everyone needs that. All right, Leo, let's get into some cards. I'm gonna use Rider-Waite. Why do my Leos need these crystals for the month of June? Why do my Leos need these crystals for the month of June? Why do my Leos need these crystals for the month of June? Why do my Leos need these crystals for the month of June? Okay. Why do my Leos need these crystals for the month of June? All right, we got a Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn energy, forging. I just heard the word forging. Capricorn energy could also be earth or water. This energy in particular, Leo, whether it's you or another person, some of you I actually don't feel like it's you, some of you I feel like it's you. So this is going to get kind of interesting. So you might be dealing with another Leo. But Queen of Pentacles, this energy, this Queen of Pentacles is forging something. She's definitely forging something. She's in creative mode. She's in creative mode, whoever this energy is, whether it's you or another person. It's weird. I am feeling for some of you, it's someone else, okay? So take all of this as it resonates. But this person's very focused on forging stability and building up their money. I'm also getting building up their security. This actually feels like a very, they're not quite soft. Is what I want to, they're not quite soft. Oh, how do I say this? It's almost like mama bear. It's like mama bear energy. Like they're kind of soft, but not really. But in that very like needed way. You know what I mean? Like in that very needed way. Leo, some of you might be trying to embody this energy. Okay, that might be it. Okay, thank you, spirits. For some of you, you might be trying to embody this energy, so maybe you're not quite there yet. Maybe some of you are trying to reach this energy, but you can't because of this looping or this endless cycle with another person, okay? But some of you are embodying this, some of you aren't, but that's what I'm getting. Like Mama Bear working on her his shit. That's what I'm feeling with that. Why else do my Leos need these crystals for the month of June? Like, that energy feels good. I don't feel anything bad from it. Oh, really, Spirit? They want me to take a lot of cards. Oh my God. All right, I'll take them. I'll take them. So we'll put Mama Bear over here. Mama Bear or Papa Bear? It could be a Papa Bear. We'll put them over here. 5 of Cups, Scorpionic energy. Magician reverse, Mercurial, some Virgo gem. Also Aqua and Scorp for me. Divine Masculine energy. 3 of Cups, Jesus, 3 of Pentacles, excuse me. So we might get a 3 Cups out of here. But 3 of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn. Ooh, something's not going well. Like, this energy alone is like, shit's not working out and I'm not happy. It is not going the way I want. It's not manifesting the way I want, and I'm not cool with it, and it needs to change. Wow. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Knight of Swords, Gemini energy, could also be air or fire. 8 of Pentacles, Virgo, with the Knight of Cups. Piscean energy, could also be water or fire, with the King of Pentacles. Taurian energy, could also be earth or air. We now have a King and Queen of Pentacles, a true pair situation. This king feels like the one that's dealing with a lot of these energies. So Leo, you could be this king, you could be this queen. Again, take it as it resonates. But this king is not happy with how something is going. It's not what they're trying to manifest, and they're ready to act. They're ready to speak out, whoever this is, okay? Yeah, they're ready to speak out and be like, oh no. Oh, no, 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 no. This needs to work. This needs to work, and this needs to work now. And they are holding a 5 of Cups energy, which tells me that it is affecting them on an emotional level. Their heart is in it. There's a lot of Pentacles here, but their heart is in whatever it is they want to bring together. Let's see what else comes out. I feel like this is going to get complicated, Leo. Why do I feel like this is going to be so complicated? Okay. Of course it's going to be complicated. 5 of Wands in reverse, Leo energy. So we have some conflicting energies going on here. Some fighting, could also be some other people involved in the mix. I almost feel the looping with this. Whatever this energy is, it's connected directly to the looping, okay? Whether it's a loop that you're running in your own mind that's affecting, hold on. Can't get it. That's affecting your manifestation because you're looping on things that are in the past, you're looping on things that are negative or something that's related to conflict or like I can't energy. Some of you, that's what it is. Others, this conflict, I feel like involves other people, okay? Or some kind of fighting that happens and then you just get back in the 5 of Cups and then you fight back in the 5 of Cups and things are good and then you fight back in the 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, it's giving me a headache. Okay. Interesting. Why else do my Leos need these crystals for the month of June? Ooh, and there's a 7 of... Oh my God, Leo. Okay, what is not going on in your reading? Like, I feel like half the deck is out here. Oh, good Lord. Okay. All right. So with the 5 of Wands, with the 5 of Wands in reverse, the world came out right on top of it. Fixed energy, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, also Saturn, Capricorn. Again, endless looping. Endless looping, endless cycles. You want it to be done. Oh my God, you're so over it. You're so over it. You're so over this endless cycle with whoever this is. You're so over looping and getting back into this like disappointing energy. You're over it. You want to manifest what you want to manifest already. You're ready. You're ready for it. You're so annoyed you're ready. Oh shit. High Priestess. Piscean energy, also Gemini for me as a reader. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I got a really sick feeling all of a sudden. 6 of Cups, Scorpionic energy. 7 of Swords in reverse, Aquarian energy. So again, for some of you, this looping relates to, you guessed it, a lot of sabotaging, deceptive, up to no good energies. Page of Pentacles in reverse is a false friend. Okay, it's a false friend. It's also somebody who's greedy. It's also somebody who's envious, someone who's very immature, someone who only thinks about money or image, that sort of thing. With the Six of Cups and Seven of Swords, that kind of energy really sabotaged some things in the past for you. Some of you, this is your wound and loop. Some of you, that's what it is. Some of you, it's that wound and loop with that High Priestess that you've been keeping close inside here, that you either have been refusing to acknowledge or having a hard time acknowledging. That's what's going to end this looping situation, and you'll be able to manifest and step into the energy you want to step into. Okay, now others of you where this involves other people and not just yourself, there's some fuckery going on. Okay, I'm just being honest with you, Leo. This endless cycle you have with another person, someone hasn't been honest, someone's been very selfish and very immature, and that's what's been causing this endless loop. Like, you might have some kind of like fight or something with this person, even if it's just a friend, because like Page of Pentacles, like I said, is a friend-like energy. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be. Where it's like you have a conversation to hash shit out, it turns into an argument, some immature shit goes down, and then you're like, all right, let's work this out, okay, and then it's fine for a while, and then fuckery again, and then fuckery, and then fuckery. I feel like someone lies a lot. I feel like someone's not honest. Like, they're just a straight up liar, or they don't really know who they are. Oh, that kind of gave me the chills. So they're acting in a way that they think they're supposed to, in a way that feels right. But if you don't know who you are, that's not going to be consistent, right? There's inconsistency with whoever it is you're dealing with in this endless loop. For those in that boat, I already went over the situation. If this is just a looping situation within yourself, okay? Okay. I know, a lot of cards. You got a lot of cards, Leo. This is complicated. Now we have the Hermit, Virgo energy with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn. What to do? Trying to figure it out. This is you going within, trying to see the reality of the situation, which is exactly what these crystals will help you with. What's really going on here? What's the reality of the situation? What do I need to do to end this looping insanity? I feel like it's looping insanity because I feel like it's actually making you borderline almost crazy. And it's also draining you. It's just too much. It's too much, right? And it's causing imbalance in your life. For some of you, it's causing chaos, even if it's your own loop versus an endless loop you have with another person. Okay? Ooh, overall, we have the Two of Cups, Cancerian energy, soulmate energy. So for some of you, this is really just about your own alignment, okay, and connecting to your higher self in these higher dimensions and higher consciousness, okay? For some of you, that's all it is, and you need to work out this wound, most likely relating to your childhood, or most likely relating to people who have been very false and very fake with you, and getting you to a place where maybe it's very hard for you to trust people, and you haven't really dealt with that pain, right? I'm actually hearing the word embarrassed. Embarrassed. For some of you, this wound is rooted in humiliation. Oh. Someone or many people that you trusted embarrassed you intentionally. That's not going to be for everybody. But so some of you, it is about your alignment. Others, of course, it's about this other individual. It could be a loop between this King and Queen of Pentacles. I don't think it is, though. Like, that's the thing. This Queen feels very separate. I think that's why this Queen came out first and way not in the mess of the cards. Like, all the other cards came out in like huge batches. This Queen came out very separately. And this Queen is very fixated and minding their own business. And that person feels very mature. This energy doesn't. I almost feel, yeah, Leo, I almost feel like it's a difference of a Queen and a Page. I think you're in a loop with a Page. This Queen feels very far away. Very far away. And you just want something that works. So Leo, what might happen is, like, if you're dealing with a person in an endless loop, you might close the loop with this person, and then, boop, in comes someone that's not going to put you in an endless loop. Okay? Someone that brings maturity to the table and wisdom. I'm actually hearing wisdom. That's interesting. That's going to be for some of you, not all of you. And for others of you, where it's like a loop within yourself, closing out this loop that's rooted in wounds of humiliation and embarrassment, false friendships, greediness, taking, energies that have really sabotaged you. That's where your block is that block of looping on it over and over and over is rooted. So deal with the root of that and again, you're going in hermit mode, so you're going to figure all this out. I'm not even worried about you. You're going to figure it all out. And then you're going to go and pursue whatever it is you want to pursue in your expansion of your spiritual path. And if you're trying to build or get to this place of like Mama Bear, Papa Bear, you totally can. Others of you, once you close out this loop within yourself, you're going to come together with somebody in a very much a true match sort of a situation. Okay? Wow. There's a lot, Leo. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. But I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be totally okay. Like I said, I'm not worried about you. Hermit's here, so you're already going to go ahead and do whatever it is you got to do to gain the insight you need to gain in this situation about yourself and or this person, whatever boat you're in. And I hope you guys found this insightful and helpful. Don't forget to check out Vimeo and Patreon and all the other information below for the websites, Instagram, all linked below. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good month and a good night. Namaste.